Keeping the colony small is probably going to be a good thing. A good thing. And I kind of show you what I mean. By the way, cool quest. Good morning. Good morning. What is happening? What is happening? Let me show you what I mean. Now, normally what I would do is I would have this base just sprawling out. I absolutely would have it sprawling out. And I'm kind of getting the idea, excuse me, I should say that it seems to be that the reason why a lot of the videos that I am watching is they keep their systems small is because I think that's the best way to go. I think that having a small enclosure where you work the area to the best of your ability, and then when you have to actually bring in new subsystems or new systems in place, that is when you expand out. But you do it in a way that is relatively compact. Relatively compact. You don't want to have it to where it's like too large, or there might be, specific environments that you have to create. And you want to do that in the most compact way. So I kind of took that philosophy. Also, I did learn from our last, from the last colony that having just a section that is actually closed off from the rest of the environment is advantageous. It is advantageous in the fact that you can control a lot more. Some of the things that I will point out, much like this area right here, where we are immediately into producing oxygen, is some of it is actually inside what would be a enclosed area, and then some of it's outside. And I can't necessarily say that this is the perfect example, but it is something that has gotten us a lot of hydrogen. It has gotten us a lot of hydrogen. And so what I did is that as opposed to one large conglomerate freaking power station, as it were, I've created several. And most of which right now are still running off of duplicate power, where we have like the little wheels. As a matter of fact, I'm in the process now of getting rid of those. And we have, as a matter of fact, over on this side over here, these power hydrogen generators are drawing from this source right here, which is, of course, produced by the oxygen producer, the electrolyzers. The electrolyzers, of course, do the separation. You guys know what the dealio is. So having those two things separated, and also I kind of took to heart what one of our friends said the other day is like, he wants me to try to automate everything so that the duplicates don't necessarily have to maintain it on a physical level. It'd be more like a maintenance kind of thing. And so that's one of a couple of things that I did take away from our last colony was, of course, climate control, as well as automation control. And that's what this section right here actually represents. I have a water backup so that in case we do run out of water, we would not run out of oxygen. That's a little bit of planning ahead there. These batteries right here are connected directly to this system right here, which is all powered by this one generator. And it is also stored in in the batteries. Now we have a main battery that is controlling it all. And oh my gosh, look at this. Calron, Timo, holy cow, Hadnock in the house. Good morning, good morning. What is happening, y'all? It's good to see you. It's good to see you. Also, another thing that I'm going to be kind of paying more attention to is filtering. Having the wrong type of gas go into the wrong type of machine causes damage. So even in this system right here, not only do we have the automation to determine whether or not these pumps are in the correct environment to start pumping, like this one's set for oxygen, this one's set for hydrogen. We also have a gas shutoff over here so that if anything besides hydrogen goes into these tanks, if anything besides hydrogen comes up the pipe, it won't go into the tanks. And that's going to protect the generator. Now, with that being said, the other generators are protected through the same system. I also have a gas pump up here to take whatever gases are up here, which usually float to the top. Hydrogen being the one that I was mostly trying to get. Just since gone further up. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen there, but it is also going back through the same system, so it prevents the wrong type of gas to go into the tanks, regardless. And I'm going to be doing the same with our water. Now, we have two small tanks, one of which you can see is empty. And that had to be emptied. I literally had to take the bottom side of this off because this water was overflowing this tank. And we do have quite a bit of extra water. I'm not overly concerned about... The only thing I'm kind of concerned about is the fact that this pump right here is now not touching the water. But that could be remedied. It's not that big a deal. We do have ourselves a few rooms that are already built up. Hello? Is that the right one? Oh, that's not the right one. This one. There we go. So we do have that morale going for us. I also did a separation of duplicate items that go onto one side, and then more of a industrial production side to go over here. So everything that's meant to take care of the dupes is going to be over on this side, and then everything that to produce, like, you know, sustenance and sustainability, that's coming. These large jumbo batteries, those are about ready to go bye-bye. Those are about ready to go bye-bye. But I hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys are doing good. Hope everything's going all right on your side of the planet. In your world, in your universe. I see everybody saying good morning, but I haven't heard anybody actually have a conversation, which is kind of cool. In the same respect, interested to see how y'all are doing. How is everybody? Everybody good? Everybody go straight to lurk mode? Is that what the dealio is? Alright, so I tell you what, let's start with that. Let's start with getting rid of these batteries, seeing as though we're taking a look at them. These batteries are not efficient in terms of they don't hold a charge. And if I'm not mistaken, they actually produce more heat, or maybe less heat, than the batteries that are up top. Now, this area actually does have a cooling loop that actually goes through it. That cooling loop is actually the same thing that we did with like a thermostat in place with a thermosensor. Is right there. It's actually connected to a liquid shutoff, and that gets us to a point where if the room actually goes, what is going on? Oh, wow. DJW, how are you doing? It has been a minute. I hope that you're doing well. Good to see you. Hype in the chat, y'all. Hype in the chat. Pretty sweet. That run, you just waking up? Nice. You just wanted to see? I think you're fighting procrastination about doing laundry? Shoot, Calron, laundry? Unless you're doing it by hand, all you got to do is stick it in the machine, right? That kind of thing. You should be all right. DJW, thank you again. Super awesome. Super, super awesome. You got a new phone? And I couldn't get into Twitch? Ouch. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You should be able to send you, like, you know, saying password reset and all that. Regardless, good to see you. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, right now, I am kind of like, you know, just giving an overview. There are a couple of things that are being in place right now. Like, this system actually got put in relatively late in the build last night. And, let's see, if I can do the power, you can see that it is a main bus system. I am also using large transformers to try to handle more wattage going through the system. You can see this was actually at 1930 out of 2000. And we're going to be doing the same down here. As soon as I can get them to build this up, I'm going to end up taking some of the load. Taking some of the load off of this system down here, which is a separate power system that handles everything down below. Now, this is just the way that it kind of worked out. I didn't want all of the power in the same area causing a bunch of heat. And all of it is actually automated so that it only fills up to a certain level. But having a battery box, a battery backup that when it is filled, it would be able to last for quite some time. So, few things happening. And like I said, we got a main bus system going down the backside on the outside. That was another thing that was kind of like he had told me, well, not told me, but was suggested, is to have the transformers towards the outside of the base. The fortunate part about like where this transformer is actually located is that it's already in a cold biome. So these are actually taking care of themselves as far as heat goes. We do have some heat overrun over here, but it doesn't affect the rest of the colony per se. And that oxygen is actually being ported out all over, including areas that are actually sectioned off for oxygen use only. Now, I do have an airlock that's actually up here, but that's mostly just preventing any combinations of gases that make their way down, through this production area or whatever wherever they could come from outside of this. We do have some rooms that are really kind of interesting that I've never had before. Like this one right here is a park. And it shows up quite nicely. And it was convenient. It was absolutely convenient. I am going to be trying to work on our next level of science. And this is going to be interesting because there doesn't appear to be any Weezwarts. And we haven't gotten any seeds through the portal as of yet, speaking of which. But excuse me. What I'm going to be doing is, I don't believe we're going to be going above 6 dupes. And the reason being is that it's far more controllable. Having unusual issues come popping up, it just seems to be the case. I don't know necessarily, what's happening with, whether this game does it on purpose or whether or not it's just one of those things. But we are going to try to utilize our surroundings to the best of our ability. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to kind of keep things small, kind of keep things in a relative sense of not too many duplicates doing too many things too quickly. And I realize that there are some streamers out there and some VOD creators, some content creators that are going for like, what is it, the 100 dupe challenge or accept every dupe. And we've gotten down to a point where once again, oh, and by the way, just a heads up, I turned around and went back to the forest biome. And it was a challenge when we first tried it. And I was like, something, I'm going to give it a shot again. So in this biome, there is no petroleum, or at least we haven't come across any yet. And trying to get out of this planetoid is going to be a challenge as well. I actually uncovered this freaking volcano. So I'm not completely certain on whether or not this top layer of undug sand is going to prevent that from erupting or not. That's kind of like, a thing. But I have it prepared to where we actually have insulated tiles. As a matter of fact, we'll probably end up capping that off. Well, we did. We did cap it off. And from what I've seen, I've kind of cheesed it a little bit to try to find when I saw any other areas. Where is it? There's one. There it is. We've got another one that's up here. This is just another minor volcano. And it's really kind of strange because it would seem that this volcano right here, being though it's not a water producer, there was still water coming off of it. And you can see how many times I've had to clean this up. Kind of ridiculous. Oh, and we're taking advantage of the cool steam vent as well. What is this? That's why you've been gone? Well, DJW, I'm glad that you're back. I'm glad that you have things sorted out. So to carry it across the house and down a flight of stairs and then back across the basement to the washer? Come on, McCalrod. Come on, man. I know it's not like that. Oh, and DJW, unfortunately, I've gotten rid of that command. And it's simply because I think people got the wrong idea. I portrayed myself as an easy target, and it would seem that even some people that have been here for quite some time thought that was the way I was in real life. And unfortunately, well, I'll tell you what. As much as I hated to do it, I brought it back for my birthday celebration, but that one is gone. But there's still a couple things in there. But Nothing that gives a overly negative connotation. So, you say, but we are taking advantage, like I was saying, of the cool steam vent. This, of course, is giving off our water, which is going to be where we're going to keep our freshwater tank. Actually, I'm kind of surprised about the germs. I don't know where that came from. Interesting. And we do have that automated so that it doesn't overflow. I'm going to probably end up doing the same for the this tank right here, the polluted water. Which, generally speaking, the polluted water is nothing more than just kind of a storage tank. It's kind of where all of the wastewater goes coming out of the base. I am going to try to stick to a bus system, much like Factorio, to where all of our major movement stays towards the middle, so it doesn't look, it's not all spaghetti all over the place. Only when it has to, branch out will it actually section off of this main run. And it seems to be working out. So we have water that comes in from the side. I tried to get an oxfern garden growing down here to handle some of the carbon dioxide, but I seem to be running into an issue. The oxferns require fresh water and carbon dioxide. Now, granted, this area right here is not super inundated with carbon dioxide, at least right now. At the time that I put it in, it was. But if you notice, this is growth halted because of atmosphere. Before, it actually said irrigation. And that was the part that was most confusing. Because, literally, this pump, that's all it's doing. It is pumping into these locations. But I guess that's neither here nor there. It is what it is. So, we're in the process now of gutting out this area down here. You can see how far we've gotten. I've gotten down to close to where the molten area is, but I'm probably not going to go but so much closer because last time I did, it ended up that we got too close to this molten, the really, really high temperatures, and it created steam, which pretty much it killed one of our colonies in the past. And so right now it is going to be a lot of gathering. I'm also thinking about putting in a system for the sweepers, for the auto sweepers, to where we can actually relocate an auto sweeper onto a main bus that would take it up here. I still haven't set up an endless well for supplies, and I'm still a little bit torn on where to do that. I was thinking about right in this area right here, which would kind of work because this is somewhat unused space. And it is somewhat centralized. So, I don't know. That might very well come to fruition. But, as you can see, the duplicates are hard at work. They're doing the thing. Food is actually looking promising. It is on an upward swing. Stress was still kind of working out. One of the main complaints, as a matter of fact, here, let's organize this for stress, is soggy feet. And so I'm kind of interested on how to kind of not make that an issue. And I've been trying to keep up with if there's any spills or there's any liquid that happens to get in the way of production. And you can see right there, even there, and that's our guy right there. I don't know why he takes it upon himself to freaking get down there and go to all the wet areas. He's the one that has the most stress. He says that you only used it when you were getting chased in Dead by Daylight. What's that? The washing machine or the stairs? What? Oh, you talking about RBR? Oh, you're talking about RBR. Well, it is what it is. Like I said, it was no one in particular. As much as I'm not going to say it was a bit surprising when I kind of got the impression that maybe somebody didn't necessarily see me as a normal human being doing normal human being stuff, just being entertaining, and thought maybe that's the way it was. But like I said, that's neither here nor there. So going back to it, we are taking advantage of a couple things. This cool slush geyser is actually producing a lot of polluted water that is, well, it's cold, or at least it was. And then I am actually using a cooling loop inside of a tank that is picking up the water from the cool steam vent, which is much, much hotter, and cooling it down. And we can kind of get a glimpse, an over glimpse of this, to where normally this water would actually be in the red tones, like up there in the scorching heat, using this cold water to run a radiator type setup into this tank and then back up into this tank to cool that water back down. And you can see how the heat transfer is kind of like going back and forth, and it may be a little bit overpowering. I was kind of hoping that with the cool slush geyser erupting new water, that would turn around and cool it back down. Now, both of these geysers and vents, the geyser and the vent, are actually on a opposing like eruption schedule. So I'm kind of wondering how this is going to hold out, how this coolness is going to hold out while the vent, the steam vent produces water and then, you know, maintains being able to fill that up to begin with. This one actually got to a fair level, to the point where I actually, like I said, the only thing that's flowing in here is the colony wastewater and the water that's coming out of there for the cooling loop here. Let's go there. You can see this cooling loop right here actually is fed from the same pump that's running the cooling loop through the hot water. And this water tank right here is done well to maintain good levels. I actually did put in some metal on the floor to try to transfer heat from the bottom side. And that, of course, comes up. Hype. I'll wait. Does that come through the microphone? God damn it, it's loud. That's amazing that it actually picks that up. Hype! Morning, Hype. How's it going, man? Just hanging out with the duplicates. Plus all the chat folks. Everybody in chat, all the cool kids. All the cool kids in chat. Good morning. Plumber Guy Carl, huh? Yeah. Calrod, I knew what you meant. I figured it out. I'm still a little slow. I think I'm only on my first half a cup of coffee. A little slow. Hype! You having the, you watching movies today? Is that what the dealio is? Oh! Right. So anyhow, we do have another airlock that's actually over here that is going up to, I carved this tank out for the ethanol. It was actually just getting in the way. It was getting in the way of trying to harvest out this area right through here. I am going to keep it so that the, I think actually we're going to turn this back into a enclosed area. I'll probably end up doing something weird. I don't know. Have to see how that goes. Because this level right here is actually closed off completely. Is it? Yeah. It's closed off completely by this airlock. And I didn't really want transfers of gas, but then I just noticed that this area right here is actually open to the rest of the colony. So maybe we'll turn around and actually create like locks over here. Which sounds like a good idea. Whoops. Really? Also, we have a huge freaking, like, a backlog. We've got a backlog of ores that have to be processed. So it's going to be kind of interesting. Every Sunday. But we've been doing the grand tour? Oh, yeah? Nice. GG. Good times. I really should get me Prime. Did you say it was like, it's like Twitch Prime is actually kind of cheap? Yeah, the Top Gear guys, they're still kicking it, right? Right. Okay, actually, did we put in... Oh, yeah, that's actually, you know, one of the reasons why I wanted to go ahead and get another transformer down here. Was running some of the items in the hospital. And I'm kind of waiting for that. As a matter of fact, I tell you what, let's go ahead and make that a priority. It is a priority. Hello? Huh. I wonder why we're not getting somebody over here to take care of this. That's weird. Pony Otter. Yo, Otter, what's up, man? What is happening? Amazon Prime. It's like, what, 14? But you can get, yeah, Prime Video for less than 5. That's what it was. Chilling? Nice. Good to see you, man. It's been a minute. So... Arbor Acorn, man, you're killing me, dude. I probably shouldn't even have taken that. So as it stands right now, mostly what we're doing here is just digging a whole bunch of stuff out. I'm going to try to capture as much of the resources that are actually, you know, not super close to the molten area. And we're going to have to figure out, well, like I was saying before, a storage area, which is somewhat centrally located. And I'm kind of guessing that this is probably going to end up being it. Otter, what have you been up to, man? Hey, man, how come they're not coming down there and getting that? Instead of priority 9, let's never priority 7. And then priority 8. Let's see if that gets it moving along. Maybe we're not using the right metal. Hold on a second. Let's try this. Okay, we've got a bunch of the iron. We should be fine. Put that in. Hello? There she goes. We got a delivery at least. I haven't done the construction, but we got delivery. Nice! Nice! Less than $5. I know, hype. I always feel left out. I show up and I'm like, damn. I can't join in. Like you got old garage guy Carl standing over in the corner with the dunce cap on. That's what I'm feeling. The old dunce cap. There's something, I think we're going to actually change this. As opposed to Drecos. Now that we got the Sage Hatch, why don't we separate these guys out? And then we can actually turn this into Sage Hatch. What do you guys eat? Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Dirt. You know something? We got a ton of dirt. We got 487 tons of it. Let's feed them dirt. Screw it. There we go. That's why I always felt like watch parties should be available to anyone viewing. Or at least subscribed. Or at least subscribed. I mean, seriously, couldn't Twitch, I mean, Twitch being owned by Amazon considered to be like a low level, you know, video Prime kind of thing? I know they got gaming Prime over here. It would kind of make sense. I mean, literally, it's the same thing, different way. Otherwise, you know, you end up with, people subscribed in 2 different places. And I mean, okay, then all of a sudden it looks like a cash grab. I don't know. Boy, Python. What's up, Python? How are you doing? I'm good. I'm okay. We're just hanging out, watching some fake people run around, do fake things. Tell you what, let's do this. We are going to wrangle. Hold still, you little pricks. You and you. Go. And we're going to put them in their own little cage. Right. As a matter of fact, we do have to get ourselves into a system of automation. So, I think what I should go ahead and get this section right here set up to be like the endless or the bottomless well. I'm not exactly sure how you say that. And so we're going to need these guys. So let's see if we can't figure this out. These are going to take up, what, 1 space? So if we were to put this right here, turn it around right there, like that, and then it's going to take, deconstruct, but we only want to do buildings. This one, and then what we have to do is we're going to put in a tile here, 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 and here. Okay, I think that'll actually work. There we go. And so then this is going to be sweep only, all. And let's go through these. I don't believe we're going to do any of this. What? We can just click off that. What am I doing? We're not doing coal, bleach stone, refined carbon. I think oxalite is actually being stored somewhere else, but that's okay. It can come down here. Rust, salt, and sucrose, that can come down here. Critter eggs. I don't think we're storing that anywhere else. Let's do this. Let's close this up. So we can actually do critter eggs there. Cultivatable soil. Dirt. Yeah, I think that's it. Filtration medium, yes. Industrial ingredients. Well, they actually have reed fiber listed. That's kind of interesting. Liquefiable, no. Metal ores, no. Miscellaneous, yes. Organics, no. Eggshells, polluted, rot. I think we could do algae. Algae can get in there. Raw minerals, definitely. And let's see, refined metal, no. And let's see, do we have the seeds anywhere else? I think the seeds are actually being stored there. So we'll keep the seeds out as well. Oh, wait a minute. And I forgot to get the copy settings. So we can go through there and do that. Boom. Yes. Python. Thank you for the host, by the way. Hoi. Hoi. I'm good as well. Been busy lately doing stuff? Yeah, me too. Me too. As a matter of fact, the upstairs garage, the last time we took a look, was maybe about 45-50% done. We are now up to about like 60 to 65% done. And the funny part is I've got that speaker box. There's a speaker box that's sitting on a piece of carpet to try to flatten it out. I'm using that as my loading bar. So the closer it gets to the front, the more I'm done. But I'm at a point right now, as a matter of fact, I'm at a point right now, just a quick recap. I'm at a point right now where all of the garbage that is at the top of the stairs has got to go. All of that has got to go in order for me to make actual progress towards like laying down carpet and getting our, final area, the main area out in front, organized and getting set up to where we can actually start working on projects, where I can get the weight bench set up to where freaking, everything is accessible for a second sort of all the items that are, well, not all of them, but pretty much so, a lot of the items that are up there to either stay or go. Stay or go, stay or go, stay or go. one way or the other, whether it's going to be recycled, whether it's going to be sold, whether it's going to be taken to the dump, whatever the case may be. So I'm at a point right now to where I'm going to need help. I am definitely going to need help. So that is what I'm doing right now. And why are they not able to get to this section? What is going on there? There we go. Well, that should be the right way to do things. I guess I'm going to sat there right on the dirt. It doesn't really matter, but still, I feel a whole lot better about that. All right, let's see. So we just had a power loss right there. All right, let's, yeah, why are they not coming to get this? Skill required operation. In other words, nobody can handle that as far as construction goes. I know we've got, dude, I know we've got freaking, here, hold on a second. Actually, let's do it like this. Let's pause this. I know we've got somebody that can handle it. Do we not? Yeah. Yeah, improved building. Marie, that's your shtick. As a matter of fact, Marie was going to be turned into a doctor. I started working on the doctor aspect, and it looks like we're going to have to get our morale up. Matter of fact, Rowan's the guy we need to worry about. He's about ready to be a decor guy. Nails, what are you into? Yep, see, look, these guys are just way, way too close to the top end of their frickin' morale. Ah, that was one of the things I was going to be keeping an eye on. I don't know whether or not we have anybody that can handle that. Because, the mechatronics engineering is one thing that's going to be needed in order to even put in the sweepers. And it doesn't look like we have anybody that's even close besides frickin' Nails. And that's going to way overstress her. No bueno. That is no bueno. Okay. That's just good to know. So anyhow, things are going well. As a matter of fact, that is what I've been kind of like, you know, I've been bouncing back and forth, taking a look at that in the past couple days to try to figure out the next move. And it's literally, I found myself in a place where I'm taking all the stuff that should be going downstairs and moving it out of the way so that I can get further on putting some stuff, you know, organizing the stuff that is going to stay there. And it's a lot of moving. It is a lot of moving around the stuff that should be gone to begin with. So that's where I found myself kind of, I ain't going to say putting it on hold, but I'm looking at what has to happen and the best way to try to accomplish that. And I think what's going to end up happening is, you know how they got those big bags? They got these huge bags that you take and you dump all your garbage into and they come and pick it up and take it away. I think that's going to be the way I'm going to go. And so I get one of those and I can, it seems as though out in the driveway, there is a way that I can actually make it so that I can get something in there to where, like, you know, say we can organize the driveway a little bit better. There's a lot of vehicles out there that are just there. Anyhow. And then that could be where everything goes and everything goes. And it'll also be, like you say, I'm probably going to have to get together. I do have somewhat of a staging area downstairs to where, like, you know, the things that will be sold or not thrown away or recycled or whatever the case may be can kind of go. That's going to take a little bit more organization. But there is a clear path. There is a clear path that's going straight to the door to where, like, you know, stuff that it's either going to be recycled because, like, literally one of the biggest things that I have upstairs is this huge box that is nothing more than boxes that were broken down and put into that box. And I'm like, sheesh. Like, you're killing me. You're absolutely killing me. All right, now we do have... Wait a minute. Why'd they not come back and get these guys? They should be over here. Do we have this set up for the sages? Yeah. Oh, we got to set up for the sage hatchlings. Rip. Rip. All right, let's try that again. You. And you. I came in, wrangled them, and put them right back there. All right, let's make sure that they're not going to be coming in here. Nope, that's just straight up hatches. Okay. All right, I don't know why this is not getting built. I have no idea why this is not getting built. Who was our person? Super hard digging. Marie. So we want to find Marie. Let's find Marie. Marie, where are you at? All right, you're just coming back up from there, and what are you doing? Are you tidying up? Marie, I want you to put less emphasis on that, and I want you to put more on building. Matter of fact, hold on. Let's be 100% sure that she's going to be concerning herself. And heavy moving as well. Kind of. It's more awkward than anything else. The biggest piece that's actually got to come down from upstairs is an air conditioning unit. It is somewhat a self-contained, but it was made to be built into a wall. It's not like a window unit. It was like literally, it was big enough to where it doesn't have a separate compressor or anything like that. It's not like a central air system. It's more like there would be a hole built into the wall, and then you'd put that bad boy into it. And it is a mamba jamba. It is a mamba jamba. It is huge. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's somewhere close to about like 25,000 BTUs or something like that. It's fairly beefy. I mean, it's not necessarily something I want to get away. If it could be used, it'd be one thing. But I got to be honest with you, I'm not feeling cutting a hole in the wall just to accommodate it. Not to mention, it is a power hog. It is an absolute power hog. But I mean, there is an air conditioner slash heater window type unit that is up there anyway. And the only sad fact about that is the fact that above it, exactly above it, are exhaust fans, and it sits close to the ridge. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is actually I'm going to make a solder hood exhaust on one of the fans, and then the other fan is just going to be like a direct exhaust from the main room itself. But you know what I'm saying, ideas, just ideas that are formulating. I'm going to figure out how that's going to actually, like, you know, how the space itself is going to be developed later on. But for the time being, right now, we're just at the organizational stage. So, needless to say. What do you think about your bathroom? Oh, did you send something over? But it's over now. Yeah, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Making it a closed loop, like that head knock. That's the way you're supposed to do it. And not to say that, you know, whoops. I say in eventuality, I'm probably going to find myself in the same situation. But yeah, that is the way that you're supposed to do it. As a matter of fact, that seems to be the case. Sorry, y'all. I do have to change that. If I'm not mistaken, the game. Actually, to tell you the truth, we say. I think I actually changed this once every 5. Time lapse resolution, we probably could do that. Sandbox tools, I'm not going to do that. Where is it? There's somewhere in here where you actually, if you click off the game, it doesn't, like, take it, minimize it. I can't remember where that is. I wonder if this, I wonder if this makes the, look at this! I can read that better. Old eyes. This old guy. Let's see how that plays out. I can see it in the background, too. Old people. Where is that? It's not under graphics, and it wouldn't be under audio. Mute when unfocused. Play background music, which will turn the music all the way down. I probably should bring that back in.
I'm lurking over here. Can't you see I'm lurking?
Python, you know what time it is, man. Go ahead. Lurk on. Man, where the fuck is it? I remember seeing it, too. Maybe it's back in the main menu. It probably is. Oh, well. Screw it. Let's do a quick save. Radical crash pad. There we go. Oh, yeah. That makes reading that a whole lot easier. I should have done that quite a while ago. Damn. You know something? I made this tank huge thinking that this thing was just going to be like, I don't know. Fucking huge gusher. Not so much. Okay. Right on. Alright, so moving along. Right. And so here's our shot towards the surface. We probably should put in a speed downward there. At least from this point right there. Kind of work that out. I had to put in this tile right here because this water that was, or the ice that was melting here is just coming right down here and just making a mess. Okay, so let's see here. Where are we? Have we not built this? Why have we not built that? Marie, that's your calling. That's your calling. That's your shtick. Is that her? Is that literally her? Come here, bitch. Hey. That's Ellie. Ah. Come on, y'all. Where the frick is Marie? Is she sleeping? No, nobody's sleeping. We've actually been doing quite well with the germs, too. Well, we were. At least I thought we were. I'm not exactly sure how the food poisoning started up over here. Why is there nobody... Why is there nobody coming over to do this? Where the frick is Marie? Marie, where the hell are you? Woman? What is going on? And nobody else can handle building this either. Starvation. I don't get that. As a matter of fact, I think they only have 2 downtimes. Maybe we're going to have to increase that so that they can actually get to food and facilities. Yeah, Calrun, I think it's back on the main menu. I think it is. I think it is back on the main menu where I'd actually have to back into, you know, out of the game itself. Marie, where are you going, woman? How is it 5 outweighing a 9? I am confusion. I am confusion. Welcome to Sunday, y'all. It's good to see y'all. So, yeah, like I said, these past couple days of not streaming, that is what I've been up to. It's kind of like I've now gotten to the point where it's going to be organizing garbage. Look, there's even more on the ground. Why is that? And that guy's going right back into it. What a jackwagon, dude. What an absolute jackwagon. This guy. Seriously. I also thought about doing gas production gas filtration down here. I'm not exactly sure how, relevant that would be. Like, what I'm saying, as opposed to using water, maybe try to take some of this polluted oxygen and using that to actually create oxygen. I don't know how power efficient that would be, or whether or not it is, a thing I should even do. Still got ourselves some good water up here, though. And this is going to be a while before it comes back online, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 40 cycles. That's practically forever. Oh, yeah? Maybe that'll help with the frickin' dude. Does that help with morale? All right, let's start from the top. What's the best one? Orbital Researcher. Ooh, this guy. Yeah, we'll go with that. Super duper hard digger. Masterworks. You kind of see how these guys kind of organized. Although critter ranching, maybe that would be more relevant. Oh man, what the fuck? Oh, we don't get to see the people. Oh, okay. So we literally have to switch to them to see what they're going to look like. Oh, that's right. She just got started in freaking medicine. Okay. There we go. So what's the big plan, y'all? What do you guys got going on? Anybody got any cool thing happening? I was going to freaking be out there in the garage and just start doing an IRL. Vacation in 3 weeks? Nice, Calron. Nice. Say nothing much, Adnock? Well, I tell you what, man. Frickin', I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how the last half of this year is going to start panning out. I mean, having a new area to actually stream from and do, granted, okay, the projects that I want to do are not necessarily stream worthy. I'll be the first to tell you that, like, what I'm saying? I doubt you guys want to watch me take apart a vacuum cleaner and try to get it working. That kind of thing. But I mean, some of the cooler stuff, like maybe electronics. There is a couple of items, I tell you what, that are very precise that I've never done before, and I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to work out. I've got two, like five. I think it's a 5 and an 8 port freaking switch that, if I'm not mistaken, they might have gotten hit by lightning. I think one of them did, but I don't think maybe two of them did. I don't know. But going in and repairing those, that's actually one of the ones that I'm looking forward to. I literally got another power supply under, suspicion that I might be able to just get that maybe it was the power supply that had gone bad or had gotten hit by lightning. Doesn't seem to be the case, but that's neither here nor there. But I mean, I would love to have a couple extra switches. That would be nice to have, around. And, but I think it's going to be a lot of precise work as well as testing. And I can't necessarily say, excuse me, my gosh. I can't necessarily say that I've got all the equipment, but I think I do have enough. I think I've got enough equipment because I do have a, what is it called? A oscillator. I've got an oscillator out there that I'm not completely certain whether that works, because that might be another thing that we take a look at. Not to mention the fact that if we get it work, that's one of those things that actually got to be calibrated. And I definitely would not be the right person for that. You'd need calibration tools in order to calibrate it, to make sure that it's calibrated. And I'm like, I'm not exactly sure how that's going to go. But, I mean, you know what I'm saying? As far as, like, multimeters, soldering irons, and, you know, saying removal and equipment. I don't necessarily, like, have a microscope or anything like that so I could watch, like, you know, the soldering and stuff like that. But it could be additions. That could be additions to the shop. But like I said, it's probably going to be more VOD worthy than, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing, like, a live diagnostic kind of thing. But, I mean, as far as, like, the repair, I don't necessarily, you know what I'm saying, if you got to get parts and parts take, like, you know, weeks to get in or days to get in, whatever the case may be, that right there, doesn't necessarily translate well. So, go to Orlando for Halloween Horror. Oh, wow. Horror Nights at Universal. GG, brother. GG. Orlando's nice. Orlando's really, really nice. I can't necessarily say I spent, like, a huge amount of time there, but the time that I did spend, really, really good. Okay, here we go. We're going in for a sweep, y'all. Let's see if we can start picking some of this stuff up. And these guys should be able to get this stuff organized. And it doesn't look like we have items here, except for probably like dirty, polluted dirt, or what am I thinking? Well, no, we got polluted water we can take care of. But just some of the items. All right, so that's what we'll do. We'll do a long-term pick it all up kind of thing. Even though we still haven't gotten that build, have we? I'm dying over here. I'm absolutely dying over here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where's our builder? Marie? No? Okay. Because you remember that was what we were having an issue with the digging. Is that the level below was not being... wasn't covered. Alright, let's sweep it. Oh, let's go. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now, this is probably going to take a millennia. Millennia. All right. And then this down here, this is the area right here that I wanted to set up a auto sweeper. And what we'll end up doing is actually setting up just a main line that goes up here at the top. And then we'll build the auto sweeper into the areas where it can actually pick it up. And then make the delivery. And then the duplicates themselves can actually sort it from this area right here. I think we have the capability of building the system, or at least coming close to building the system. But as far as somebody who could put it together, not so much. Wow, we're actually having a net gain. Is it the only person I changed? Okay. Operating, yeah, we definitely want to keep that as the priority. Decorating is going to become important here, probably sooner than later. That's right, that is coming up, isn't it? Of course, it is the 12th. Did you guys celebrate? Well, not really celebrate. You guys remember 911? You guys take a moment of silence for 911? I'm blown away that this is not being taken care of. I am absolutely blown away. It doesn't show it as unreachable. Skill required operation. Alright. Maybe I'm missing something here. Available errands. How is that not able to be built? It's on nobody's radar, though. Okay, I tell you what. Let's try putting it somewhere else. Let's try putting it somewhere else. Let's take and put that bad boy up a little bit higher. Let's put it right there. Okay, we have the material. Let's see if we can set the priority right there, which I should have done. Construction, 9. It'd be top priority. And it's still on nobody's radar. That's weird. Absolutely. And put it back. I just did. Twice. You're right. She made the delivery. Somebody made a delivery. But nobody came to build it. That's bizarre. Adnock, that is absolutely bizarre. We have somebody that can do it. We got freaking, we got Marie. Marie, is capable. Absolutely capable. Ooh, stress levels came way down. Nice. And she's down here working on freaking digging. This is down at the bottom of the freaking base. That is, bizarre. That is absolutely bizarre. As a matter of fact, looks like coal's filled up. Because that's all that's supposed to be in here. Close enough. Coal. Matter of fact, I think we got a second one that's actually up here. We can store coal up here. Oh, maybe not. You know, let's go and put that in there then. We got enough space. Matter of fact, what? Why are we not doing refined carbon here? That's bizarre. Metal ore, eggshells, refined. Wonder why I didn't have it in there. I thought for sure I did. Alright, let's make sure we copy the settings. We'll go and put that on everybody. Anyhow. Yeah, but she's not building it. Right. That's what I was saying. Let's do a relocation. Now, that was one of the things I actually had happen with the ladders. There was one section of ladder that was in here somewhere that it said it was an unbuildable reach, but there was a ladder above it and below it. And I'm like, I don't know, strange game quirks. Looks like they are getting up here to the top, though. That's kind of nice. That is kind of nice. All right. Let's do our basics, y'all. Let's stick to the basics. Make sure we're not freaking getting cucked. God knows we have the strange occurrences of, like, you know, something going wrong out of nowhere. Just saying. Alright, as a matter of fact, here, let's back it out. Get a bigger overview. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, things are going along. Yeah, but this main section here, this is one of the reasons why I was like, you know, maybe it's better to keep it small. Or at least reasonable. Alright, so temperatures look good. Oxygen look good. Power we're still working on. If I get this put in there, I'm literally going to section out this entire section right here onto a transformer, which would be right here. And then, the only thing that the coal power would have to take care of is everything down below. Of which would probably end up, you know what I'm saying, adding in a few more items for, like, maybe processing or sanitization. I'm not completely certain. Maybe even a better cooling loop. I don't know. I think this was actually working out pretty good because this is aluminum pipe. So that has a high thermal conductivity. Temperatures, let's take a look and see. Hello? Really? Any day. And you can see the heat is actually building back up. And the heat is building up in here too. And that's simply because the water that's coming out here is so hot to begin with. Yeah. Like literally 60 to 70 freaking C. But maybe turn around and actually use this tank right here as kind of like, you know, secondary cooling. Which I thought about it. I mean, literally, all I would really have to do is just kind of get rid of this middle line. And all of this would combine. I'm sure it'll still cover the pump. But, of course, it's better to have it in the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Further down. Have a better draw. It's kind of one of the things I wish they would do with, like, even the air pumps. Is have it so that you can have a suction pipe. And then it feeds into a pump. And then you can pump it out to wherever you want to go. I thought that would be a better idea. You know something? I wonder if the oxferns down here wouldn't do a whole lot better. I bet they would because of all the carbon dioxide. All this polluted oxygen, on the other hand, that's going to be another thing to try to work around. And I was thinking the same thing for the air pumps too, because how much better would it be to have a centrally located like air handling unit and do nothing more than put suction pipes out to where it could draw in without having to use electricity and, you know what I'm saying, using individual pumps in individual locations. I've been thinking that all along. Is like, man, it would be really, really helpful to have like a central handling area. Not necessarily, I mean, you could probably get away with doing the filtration as well close by, but having a central handling unit that just octopuses out, you know what I'm saying, has arms out that extends, it pulls in freaking, like, you know, gases or whatever the case may be, and then processing and then sending it back out. That would actually be kind of nice. The way that you have to do it now is literally you've got to bring all the resources into one area, process it, and then send it back out. And so literally you've got two subsystems that are causing power usage. Not a fan. Not a fan. At least not like that. Not like that. I would like to think that there'd be a better way to handle that. Yeah, I'm not completely certain what's going on with the freaking dude. We've got the materials. We've got the skill level. Access. It's not like it's in a place where they cannot reach. That is confusing. That is very, very confusing. And even though we have it on the higher priority level, pretty much so everything else, and there is no warning saying that it is unable to be performed, besides the fact that there's nothing showing up on errands. I don't get it. Because, I mean, that is a building errand. If I'm not mistaken, that's a building errand. It wouldn't be tidying. It wouldn't be operating. And even if it was, we got somebody to cover it. Oops, excuse me, priorities. We got somebody to cover it. Operating? That's nails. I doubt it, though. We've got, I think the people are a whole lot better streamlined. I can't necessarily say that I have them set up to be specific, super specific, but the focus is definitely on the areas that they thrive in. And generally speaking, I have one dupe that is, like, you know what I'm saying, that's their main concern. So all the stuff that you see that is highlight, these items right here, are basic. They're basic survival kind of things. Like, you know what I'm saying, you don't see anybody under toggling or doctor. But I mean, you know what I'm saying, even the tidying, the storing, the supplying has an elevated urgency, elevated priority. But we are going to have to figure out what we're going to do for, Are these operating without power? Are these literally doing what they're supposed to do without power? What? What? Wait a minute. We might have... I can't say that we'd be the first ones to discover it, but I'm just saying. Kind of unusual. I tell you what, I'm getting frustrated with the fact that frickin'... You know something? That plate not being built is really pissing me off. Okay. I'm not going to stop the world just to try to research this freaking issue. This is kind of interesting. The fact that these are running without power. That's very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Having this stuff not hooked up, I don't know, that's not my first choice. Looks like we got some more eggs, though. Got the sage hatchling eggs. That's kind of cool. It's about the part where Bart puts his fucking head in and is like, "You're missing so much, man. You're missing so much." Can you guys see it coming? Hello? Hello, governor. Your head knocks over there fucking cringing. I'm sure we could probably got J Meister in the house or some of our other UK friends that are just like freaking losing their shit. Okay. Maybe our concerns are not where they're supposed to be. Maybe that's what the problem is. Let's cancel out of this. It does seem like we're actually maintaining. And tell you what, maybe a cubby hole like this. Maybe turn it around and sectioning off something like this where the transformer will be behind it. And then we're going to use a smaller wire to get inside anyway. So as opposed to actually having to run through that wall, and I don't know why that's not working. I'm very confused. Very confused with that. All right. That sounds like the right thing to do. Hello. Oops. Let's do that. And then we take and deconstruct this over here. Alright, and then we'll just use the big wire and bring it right into this area, and then we'll use a smaller wire to get away from that. That separation has to be made. I was trying not to open it up to this area, even though the top side is actually opened up, kind of, now that we put these locks in right here. And does a little bit to keep the gas from getting in, but... Alright, let's go. That's what it's meant to do. No, the block. The block itself is actually meant to go through those sections. Take a look. This is what it's supposed to be. It carries more wattage than the regular heavy watt joint plate. Wait a minute. It's not the right one. It's not the right one. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's not the right one. Well, I tell you what, we should still do that anyway. We should totally still do that anyway. All right. Thank you very much, though. You're exactly correct. It was thank you very much. Thank you very much, Cal Ron. I needed to get back in and see that. Yep. It's not the right one. Thank you. Thank you very much. Had we not taken another look at that, had there not been a second look at that, I would have still been just here. It'd have been in the back of my mind the entire time. Stress levels down to 3%. Excellent. That's not bad. Oh, smack. Are we just the buildings? Okay, good. Good. It's not the right plate. That's why they couldn't build it. That's why they couldn't build it, because it was hooking up to the wrong type of wire. It was hooking into the wrong type of wire. That's what the dealio was. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you very much. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to turn this around. I think the other one's in there like that, isn't it? Yep. There we go. And then we can use the heavy watt wire, which is what we brought down to connect. As a matter of fact, we can deconstruct that piece right there. All right. Oops. Idiot. No, we're going to do a deconstruct on... Yeah, because we're going to include all of this. We're going to include all of this. And I think we should be okay. Because if I'm not mistaken, let's see. What is this wire doing? 665. And then this one is... Well, that includes the stuff down below, so we can't quantify that. All right. Deconstruct. We are going to deconstruct... that wire. Oh, we're going to do it all, actually. Actually, we're going to do it all. Okay. All right, so, deconstruct. Oops. Nope. Watch the backside. Watch the backside. Giggity. There we go. All right. So what that's going to do is that's going to take everything that is up here. It's going to pull it offline. Now we've got to turn around and do the conductive wire. Let's make sure that we got enough. I can make this happen. And actually, we'd have to wait for them to deconstruct all that. Otherwise, it'll just be running over top of itself. And I am somewhat confident in the fact that we should be able to just take and build on top of other wires or other structures, and it'll just do an upgrade. As a matter of fact, that's what I did with the pipes. I know that we had a discussion about whether or not we had to deconstruct in order to construct. And what I did down here, as opposed to turning around and deconstructing and reconstructing, I just constructed over top of, and it seems to work. Because these radiant pipes down here were actually iron at first, up until I get some more aluminum processed to make aluminum, which has better, way better thermal conductivity. So needless to say, I did that, and I saw that it was transferring heat a lot better, so it was more than obvious that it was using the new pipe. I'm not exactly sure whether or not, the old materials are available again, or what have you, but excellent. There you go. Come on, y'all. Let's get it together. They've almost got this fully deconstructed. Excellent. Alright, so this conductive wire can actually come out here. We're going to take it up to this point. There. How we doing? Okay, that's not bad. We'll probably end up getting rid of these. So that's no big deal. I'll bring it into here. There. I'm hesitant on hooking these up. I don't know, dude. I haven't seen where there's any advantage. I have not seen any advantage. I got this right here. There to there. There we go. And that should be a power separation for that area. I want to see how that plays out. I want to see how that plays out with not plugging these in. It's not going to be a huge load. I mean, it's another, what, 240? We could probably throw another 240 on there and get away with it. I'm fairly confident. Magic Martha. And oh, magic. Carl, 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 Carl. Is that what you're saying? Magic. How's it going, brother? How you doing, Bane? Magic Martha in the house. Magic, you know something? Maybe we should get you your own notification. We probably should do that. I mean, see, I knew it was going to be a freaking dude. I knew it was going to end up being a spiral. It was going to be a downward spiral. The minute that you do it for one person, everybody's just like, well, where's mine? Where's mine? If I had a freaking team that could work on it, I would. God dang it. He's like, oh, yeah? I think we did do some recordings earlier. I know. I know. Tom, what are you doing, man? You don't need to power them up unless you want to use the automation with them. What automation? Oh, you're saying like to have it like regulated by through automation. I gotcha. I gotcha. Speaking of which, I think I missed one. Yep, I did miss one. Endo. Oh, oh, it's magic. You know. All right, y'all, come on, let's pull it together. Didn't we have another one of these things? Didn't we have another one of the freaking distant deodorizers? I thought we had two of them. I mean, not that I don't think we necessarily need them. At least not right yet. Maybe not in this area. Okay, maybe we don't. You see, this is filling back up. When we first started, it was like right here. Tom, how are you doing? Dispensers, right. Still looking fair. Not bad, not bad. This is all polluted oxygen down here, which kind of sucks. But that's kind of what I was thinking about, is doing like, you know, doing that kind of processing. All right, come on, y'all. What do you got? Let's go. A little bit more to do. A little bit, a little bit. Well, let's do our building priority. Nice. What's I talking about? I got to admit, man, it just went right out the other side. A little bit, a little bit. Exactly right. You know what time it is, Magic. A little bit. So if I just want the storing functionality, all I do is just put those bad boys in. That is actually good to know. And why are we not getting power? Oh, they still haven't finished this. Also, they haven't built that? What? Yeah. There you go, sister. Come on, put it together. Let's go. You telling me our researchers are freaking the same person that's doing the building? Okay, so effectively, we now have 3 different power systems, even though this power system up here is actually running off the same resource. Where is it? Uh-oh. What's she doing up there? Woman, there's Marie right there. That's our builder. What is she doing? She's supposed to be down here building these freaking these power. Oh, look, there we go. Excellent. All right, let's see how we're doing here. 1450. So I wouldn't necessarily say we're stretching to the absolute limits, but the good part is that effectively has taken us off wheels. That has effectively taken us off wheels. We no longer have any area that is dependent on dupes actually performing that function. Excellent. As a matter of fact, we could turn around and actually make our own clothes. Oh, wait. We don't have the fiber. Rip. Ice or water? Really? Hey, real quick. Real quick. How do you switch dupes? Can you take a dupe and be like, we got somebody better coming in. Somebody more qualified. Which I guess at this point, since we have skill points already invested in them, maybe that's not the best of options. But out of curiosity, future reference, how would you do that? How would you turn around and freaking get rid of one dupe just to, granted, they pretty much so kill themselves regardless. Oh wow, this water level is actually getting higher. Excellent. And this is pretty stable, so that's okay. Little bit. Tell magic. Also, it looks like we're gonna probably have to depend on light bugs. These little shine bugs. I think those are gonna end up being our radiation. I do believe they're gonna have to be our source of radiation for the frickin' material study. So legitimately, we probably should have that set up through here. I don't see any way we can actually do that safely. Maybe this area right here to actually do the material study. That's not super far away. Not optimal, but still not far away. You let them in the room, seal the door, restrict access so they can't escape? Or swim in a magma pool? Nice. Use your imagination, so you gotta be clever about it. Okay. Nice. Thank you, Tom. That's good information. That's helpful. Although, like I said, at this point right here, pretty much all the duplicates that we have are specific. They are fairly specific to the jobs that they are doing. Still a little confused about the lack of irrigation the last time we had it. This is atmosphere. Okay, so they're just waiting for carbon dioxide. Very Pacific. Exactly, dude. They surf, dude. Surf's up. Okay, they're still in the process of trying to get some stuff cleaned up, so we might let it ride for right now. We definitely have these disconnected. All right. So, boom. Buildings and adios amiibos. It's a single-cell sitcom. We don't have anybody that can handle the doctoring. Rep. We do have somebody that can go ahead and take care of that. I'll tell you one thing that I do see that we're missing is a refrigerator. Coal. How are we doing for coal? 79.8 tons. Okay, that's not bad. Let's do some Vita Chews. Let's do about 30 of them bad boys, at least for right now. That'd be 5 apiece. Aren't these tabs actually good for what? Food poisoning. These are actually good for food poisoning. So we'll do 30 of those bad boys too. Don't have what it's going to take to get the med packs, at least not yet. And then you are set up for medicine. And where do we go for power? No. Nice. Very Pacific. Food's heading in the right direction. Stress levels are down to almost 0. Still says we got long commutes. No research. I've gotten to the point right now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the research is only down to like the nickel and dime stuff for this level. You're saying food reprocessing. I imagine we probably could do something like that. But like I said, everything else, maybe desalinization, but we're not really going to use that anyway. At least not right now. But everything else has been pretty much wiped out. Yeah. So we got to move on to our next level, which is that right there, materials. Materials research. Whoops. As a matter of fact, you know something? I haven't taken a look at the colony. Our stress change net 56% down. Excellent. Errands, we're actually doing quite well. As far as there's only a few that are not being taken care of. We got 36 domesticated and then 450 wild. What? Travel time. Our travel time, if you remember on the last freaking colony, was 54%. 54%. So this is actually very promising. Work time is 19%, which they probably could be more productive there. A lot of storing going on. Of course, we do have them set up for the big sweep. So we're actually doing a big sweep. Added and removed. We're actually got a net loss somewhat. Our power usage is net gain. Excellent. But it's not super wasteful. Kilojoules, huh? So 4.6 kilojoules. I'm not completely certain on whether or not we can actually do a storage for that. Or maybe try to like tone back how many generators we have hooked up because they're not running. I don't know how they can say we wasted though. How can they say that you're wasted if you have it hooked up to automation? To the point where it's like not running. 4.5 kilojoules. I'm not happy about that. Oh, look at this. There's space. All right, well, I'll tell you what, folks. I'll be the first to tell you that more than likely we're going to just sit here and let these guys clean this up. I'm not going to make any big advancements or start on some really, really huge projects or anything like that. It looks like they pretty much have all of our tasks down here as far as digging goes. Maybe not necessarily construction. We do have some that's left over right here, but that's going to take actual getting them closer to the problem. We could probably do it like that, and they'll come down and they'll take care of that. That's okay. Everything else is taken care of. Maybe do some more digging and harvesting. But I mean, how are we doing? Coal is still looking good. Copper, yikes. Not a lot going on there. Didn't we have like over 500 tons? Like 560 tons? Somehow that seems a little bit off and unusual. Iron, we probably could use some more iron, seeing as though we got a fair amount of iron ore. Aluminum. Yikes. We've already busted through the aluminum, so I'm not expecting a lot of it out of there. Copper ore, there's not a lot of copper ore either. All right, so it looks like iron is going to be our shtick. Iron is going to be our thing. Let's take a look and see if we've got an open opportunity to go ahead and get that moving right along. Let's go ahead and put it to a fair, reasonable level. Not... I guess we could do it forever, but I'm not going to... I think some items you actually need the ore in order to construct it. If it being like, you know, low level. I don't think there's necessarily, you know what I'm saying, a need to transform it all into like, you know, a refined metal. Look at that, water's actually coming back up pretty quickly. All right, let's see what's going on there. Let's see where that water's coming from. Cooling, huh? Really? Oh, snap. You want to know what it is? It's because this water right here is not cool enough now. It's not cool enough to extract the heat that it needs. All right. Right. That is something we can concern ourselves with. Let's take a look. This is actually 3.5 C. I tell you what, I do not want to do a cooling loop into a cooling loop, though. But, I mean, I still want to go ahead and get this water back down to a reasonable level. This is already up to 32.6. Part that's going to suck is the fact that once this starts going off again, 32 cycles, this is going to turn back into a cooler liquid. Granted, it's probably not going to handle all of the heat. No, no. I can see it coming. What I was thinking about doing is taking this water that's actually coming out of that area right here and running it back through like this cold section right here. Doing the transfer before we actually dump it back into this tank. Try to cool the water down even more. It's a Carl knee. Really, Magic? I suppose you're right. A Carl knee. Good play on words. Good play on words. This guy. Okay. Let me think about this here for a minute. Let's think about this here for a minute. We don't really have anything that's... This is wicked cold. Maybe we could take this cooling loop, and as opposed to running it from here, is maybe use this water source, run it through a tank that we make over here, to where this brine right here would actually be the cooling. It'll be the it's where we put our heat, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think it actually does quite well with the conductivity, or not bad. What about polluted water? The conductivity is actually there. Specific heat capacity's not. A little bit lower, but it does do better for, like, you know, it's in transferring. Alright, hang tight for a second. Let me remind myself on where this stuff is going. So this is actually just feeding into the freshwater tank, which is no longer fresh because it's got germs. See, look. Where's this coming from? Oh, because they built that up. Now it goes back to the soggy feet issue. Matter of fact, here. We can make that a priority. Yep. I'm thinking that's going to be the way to go. I think that's going to be the way we're going to go. I'm going to construct a tank right in here. And construct a tank in here. We'll probably end up gutting out this area right here just to try to get a basis. A basis of put in like a pump. Well, see, that's the thing about it. I don't want to pump it. Legitimately, I could just take... I actually could get rid of this cooling loop. And then before this water actually gets into the line that's heading up into the regular base, it could be cooled. Or... Alright, first and foremost, we gotta get in here. Let's see, we're gonna get into these guys too. Hell with it. Alright, sorry, y'all. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. Alright, so we still got 80,000 calories there. We're doing good there. I'm not worried about temperature, stuff like that. Stress levels are down. Buildings lack resources, but that'll be okay. Oh my lord, what in the world is this? Ha ha ha! Steven! Steven! What are you doing, dude? Hype, hype, hype! Woodsy in the house? What's up, Woodsy? Oh, son of sea? Ah! I see all the usual suspects. As it were. As it were. Thank you very much. Steven, thank you very much for the raid, brother. That is badass. Coming over here and having you folks come in. Mr. Carl. Mr. Carl's doing okay. About ready to go get some coffee, actually. Truth be told. Super badass. I was going to pop in there last night. I was going to pop in. Actually, it was yesterday, I think it was. Yesterday afternoon. But right as I got there, you were ending. Not really right as. But it was only soon after. I was lurking like a champ. I was lurking like a champ. Like a champ. Woodsy, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Break raid. Oh. Break. Sorry. I was about ready to go on break. No. Which if you par for the course, to be totally honest, I could go for some more coffee. I hope that everything is well with all of y'all. Sunsea, Woodsy, and Steven. GG. I'm still here over trying to manage the madness. Ooh, what do we got going on over here? What is this? That's obsidian. For a second I thought that was neutronium. So we got ourselves another geyser. Oh, look at that. God dang it. It's been 5 minutes break time, right? You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Permanent vacation. Up and coming. Let's see how they did with the collection up here. They still got stuff that they need to worry about as far as tidying goes. And delivering. I'm not going to stop anybody. Oh, man, that's right. Yep. Sorry, y'all. I probably should have gone with the shine bug. The shine nymph. We are definitely going to have to put ourselves in an area where we can actually store them. And then collect up the radiation. One thing I hate about the freaking dude. One of the things I hate about the material research is you can't reverse it. It literally is this direction. And the dot that you see over to the left-hand side, that right there is freaking dude. That's where the radiation has to enter the freaking the unit itself. So literally, the setup is that you either bounce the freaking radiation around the unit to get it to that point right there, or you put like the dupes in line of sight of which they'll take freaking radiation damage. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Because I like to find myself in a situation where I can just do that. It's break time. The rain. When the rain came in, it was break time. That's what I'm saying. Correct. Correct. Tom, that's usually, as a matter of fact, after I saw, Francis. I think it was Francis, the one that actually set it up to where, it comes in at an angle, and then behind it legitimately is another reflector that if it misses it, it'll shoot it back down into someplace harmless. Yeah, that's what I try to shoot for. I mean, there's the puns. I'm hoping for that kind of setup without having to, like, you know what I'm saying? Totally, like, gut an area and then construct it up and blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of a pain in the ass. That whole thing. But yeah, you hit your 1,000-hour mark some hours ago, so I'm no longer a PUBG infant backpack. You're saying you're a freaking dude. I've got over 4,000 hours in that game, and I'm still god awful. I don't think it's necessarily by choice, so much a situation. Correct. And Tom, thank you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up. Level 1 to level 2 backpack. So I see you getting the worst of it, man. So I see, were you playing with them today? Were you playing with Woodsy and Break? You were getting in there shaking it up? This guy. What? Oh, really? Is that what the dealio is? He doesn't like y'all, huh? Ouch. That's rough. That's rough. God dang it, man. We got ourselves another piece of sand down here. What is going on? Oh, it looks like they got that accomplished. Excellent. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. We're going to have to create somewhat of a baseline. We might be able to get a pump just in this area right here. So we don't have to necessarily shape the area. Alright, let's see if we can, I'm sure we can get straight down there, though. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Alright, and as far as pump goes, we've got a good amount of iron. Oh, wait a minute. That's not the idea. That's not the idea. You know something? What I'm thinking about doing is just disconnecting this loop right here. And then having to go over and do a cooldown before it dumps back into the tank. No, that's going to take too much sideways progress. That's too much sideways. What we need to do is we need to go ahead and cool it down. Yeah, because this is running constant now. It can't keep up with the heat that's actually being distributed here. And plus the fact that it's actually dumping into this area pretty quickly. Yeah, that's no bueno. That is no bueno. Maybe we should just go ahead and take all this water and put it down here into this. I'll tell you what, y'all. I'm going to take a second. I'm going to take a second to think about this. Let me step away real quick. I'm going to grab some more coffee. And then we'll come back and we'll take a look and see. I'll actually ask your advice on which way you think that the best direction is going. For the time being, y'all, the way that I do things around here, if you are brand new, is that I run a 3-minute block of ads while I take a break so that y'all can take a break. You don't have to sit there and watch the frickin' ads. You can just hang out, and like you said, it's a perfect opportunity to stand up, stretch, get yourself something to eat, get yourself something to drink. It is a 3-minute block with ads. For those that are not going to get ads, I run a video in the background that is a past stream, and that comes from the days of YouTube where DMCA was running rampant on pretty much so any sort of content that you put out there, regardless. So we'll have that going for the people that are not going to have ads. For those that are getting ads, if you can make it through the 3 minutes, I say thank you. For those of y'all that are going to be moving along, I say thank you for your time. It is freaking very, very appreciated. So with that being said, boop. And boop. You what, I'm not going to freaking, dude, I'm not going to dog. All right, y'all, be right back. Freaking ads. What's up, Pants? So, I'll be right back, man. Yo, hang tight. I will be right back. I was going to say, and the reason why I wanted to take you is because I got Ben & Jerry's, right? But I kind of went crazy on the flavors. I tried to get flavors that I haven't had before, and then I had one that I did, or a couple, actually. I ended up getting about 20 different pints. I went crazy. Anyhow, you're back. Hang tight. Ice cream guy Carl, right? Ice cream guy Carl. I'm not sure I can do it right. Matter of fact, here, I'll tell you what. Welcome to Moscow.
Thank you. Hotel uniform kilo 4, hotel uniform kilo. Good morning, 5 and 9. Thank you, Mark. Happy New Year. 9K2GS. United Lima Radio. Whiskey 5, United Lima Romeo. Good morning from Kuwait. You're 59 and my name is Abdullah. Go. Okay, Hillary, got it. Nice signal. Nice to meet you for the first time. 73, Happy New Year. November 8, please. November 8. Yeah, very good, Ron. Nice to meet you again. Nice signal. Hope all is well. Happy New Year. 73 is Ron. Who is it? Oscar. That kilo 4 Oscar whiskey. Okay, kilo 4 Oscar whiskey. Nice to meet you for the first time. You're 59. Copy that. You're 59, a little bit over 59 into Central Florida. The name is John Stewart. I'm in charge here. Nice to meet you. First contact is about 10 years. Oh, yeah, I've been in Kuwait. Years ago, yes, sir. Okay, I'm having difficulties hearing you, Jack, anyhow. Thank you very much for the call. And hope to talk to you soon. K4 Oscar Whiskey. 9 kilo 2 gold. Sierra, thank you. Happy New Year. Bye-bye. Hey, Wasabi, what have you been? Happy New Year. Right,
Here we go. We're back. Oh, yeah. Was it a break video in the break video? Oh, no. Yep. It happens. It definitely happens. All right. Where were we? Where were we? So they're still in the process of trying to get things together here. We are getting ourselves some sage. Sage eggs. Now, granted, I don't have the incubator set up. Probably won't. I'm going to just let them, you know, naturally hatch. Still on the run. There's science. All right, now, what are we going to do about those freaking light bugs? I think the light bugs are going to end up being our radiation. You know something? We could put it up here. It's still far away. Maybe take the research area. Maybe take these research buildings and actually move them. How are we doing for freaking power up here? Whoops. We actually have one that's not connected. Right. Well, this could be a perfect opportunity to actually run another leg out that way. Maybe turn, well, we do need to keep a couple of, we got to keep a couple of animules in this area. Maybe we could wrangle the pips and put them into this area. Do a drop off. So that would keep the park complete. Is that correct? Let's see, what do we need for the park? 2 wild plants, park signs. Oh, so it's only plants. We don't even need the animules. Need the critters. Interesting. Unless it's like a reserve. Or wild plants. Park sign, no industrial machines. That actually fits those requirements. So this is considered to be a natural reserve. Okay. Okay. I'm seeing an opportunity here. Oh, that light bug just died. No! No, light bug. No, we're coming for you. Maybe this is going to be our research area. I realize it's outside of an airlock. And we still have some oxalite that's actually around this area right here. Did he just drop some mule ice? Really? It must be break time. Okay. What'd I miss? Pants! What are you doing, man? Streamception, breakception. That's what it is, breakception. Rip. We can get to several levels of the break videos in the break videos. We've done it before. I always say this just means I'm consistent when I take my breaks. If it happens, it's because the video starts at the beginning of the stream and just loops. So if we have a break video, which I should change that, we'll probably change to something more recent. Okay, I wonder how this is going to work out. I really should have like some sort of lock in here. So what we'll end up doing, let's do this. Let's go ahead and get this flattened out. This is going to get the pips out of there. The pips will probably get out of there. And then I'll turn around and actually wrangle up the light bugs. The light bugs will actually have their own little room. All right, let's see how this is going to work. We've got to get power up here. All right, so radiation. We're going to have ourselves a rad bolt generator. Yikes. This is where it's going to come down to. Thinking about setup. All right, let's do this. Let's put in the material station and think about where that's going to be. Okay. Oh, for the love of Pete. Come on. Try using your fingers, Carl. Unbelievable. Now, I don't know why I'm squaring this off. Because that's just going to open up the oxalite. Alright, no. Let's not. Let's not. Shoot, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. Alright, right. So my thought process is that this area right here is going to be kind of like a box. And then we'll have a drop-off point that's actually inside of it, which if I'm not mistaken, let's see, what is that under food? Critter drop-off is what, 3 tall? Actually, let's see if we can go ahead and put that in. So if we were to do a critter drop-off there, or there, we'll do a critter drop-off here. We'll end up doing... We'll do tiles. Here, here, here. Like this. We'll end up having the rad bolt generator. Ah, shoot. See, that's the thing about it. Is you got to have an open space for that to come through. Not unless it's 2 different sections. Not unless it's 2 different sections. So if we have the rad bolt generator here. We've got to be able to get in there to drop them off. We've got to be able to get in here to drop them off. Alright. Let's give just a tad bit more room. Cancel out of this first and foremost. At least right yet. This is going to be... I'm not sure how we're going to get the sun bugs, but we'll go ahead and kind of plan for that. Alright. So... go to there. We do a lock. Right there. As a matter of fact, we are going to go ahead and put in the tile there. Now, granted, this area is going to be very, very confined. But I think we may be able to get away with it. If I'm not mistaken, the radiation should not be blocked? Question mark? I imagine we could probably put in a, not a lock door, but maybe one of, where is it? A pneumatic door. So if we were to do a pneumatic door here, that tile there, and how is that going to shoot through? That'll shoot through to here. Ah, shit! It's never far enough. Alright, we're going to have to do a reflector then. Because if we look at the diagonal, It would have to be right there, and that's not gonna allow us to get in to the area itself. We'll get rid of that. Oh, yeah. Tom, yeah, I know. I'm being lazy. I'm totally being lazy. Or I could use the directional keys and just hold still. You know, hold the mouse still and do directional keys. Yeah, totally. Oh, what is this? Do you need help with a Shinebug rad generator? I mean, you tell me. You don't think that'll work? That should work, shouldn't it? Because, I mean, if I put like 4 of the little bad boys in there, granted they don't give off a lot. As a matter of fact, let's do this. Let's go ahead and wrangle these up. Let's see if we can't. You cannot wrangle? Why can we not wrangle? What? This is just gonna be slow going. Tom, what are you saying? Yes. Answer your question. Short answer, yes. I don't think we have anybody who's skilled at critters. Would be you. No, wait a minute. Critter ranching 2. I'll tell you what, we can get away with that. We can get away with that. Tom, I'm kind of guessing that you're preparing a freaking, a full-blown paper on this. I didn't necessarily want to put... Most of the folks that come here for chat, they just kind of want to watch me struggle. Oh no, look! No! Our one shine bug that was actually in that area. God dang it. Rip. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. We can end up carving over this direction anyway. And do some wrangling. Really? Okay. While we're getting that all together, let's go ahead and try to get some power up here. Like I said, we're going to need a separate leg. As a matter of fact, we could probably get away with having a transformer that's just over here on this side right here and then just running larger power wires. Let's do that. Let's do that. Alright, so we're going to get rid of power wires. We're going to make this somewhat of a more of a priority. We probably don't have to go that far. Well, no, actually we should. Alright, let's get rid of those. Oh, yeah? Right. So what about the generator? Do you put, I mean, what? Will the rads go through a liquid lock? Really? What about the pneumatic door? Is it... Will the pneumatic door actually block it? Block the rats? I imagine we could probably take a look at that. Come on back down here. Really? Okay, so they can pass through the solid tiles. So they cannot pass through the solid tile. So this tile right here would actually restrict it. All the excess ones. See, that's what I'm running into. Those are the eggs right there. So we do actually have a couple of eggs. Yeah, but won't the, How do you deliver them, though? How do you deliver the eggs? How would you deliver the eggs? I mean, don't you do that with a sweeper? Sit in Texas. Sweep and rail. See, I don't have that capability. I do not have that capability. As far as my duplicates go, let's see. Where's my builder? Marie? Marie can get up to, oh, wait a minute. No, it's got to be, Mechatronics. That's what it is. Or Mechatronics. Excuse me. Mechatronics. I don't have anybody that's got that reach. Yeah, we're close. We're close, but... Oh, really? All right, well, then there we go. Okay, good. Good. Step in the right direction. Okay. Okay. And so that's going to actually sweep it to good. Actually, to tell you the truth, this is one of the things that I've been waiting for. We do now. We do now. We do now. I'm not sure if we're going to do a wood farm or not. Uh-oh. All right now. All right now. I definitely want to keep an eye on that. We don't want that to get all kinds of crazy. Because this is still running through, isn't it? God dang it. That's killing me, dude. That's absolutely killing me. Uh-oh. Where did this water come from? See, this is what I'm talking about. Where does this come from? It couldn't be coming off of here. I get very confused. I get very confused on why water shows up randomly. Because it would have to show up from this area right here, but there is nothing in there that actually would facilitate water, not unless this is getting cold enough, what, for condensation? But that's a shit ton of condensation now, isn't it? And what is it? How is it condensating water? It's not that cold. I don't know. I don't know. But this right here is actually... Not a fan. Not a fan. Okay. Okay. So with that being said, maybe we could reorganize this area right here to put the shine bugs over here? But the radiation, you're saying, will the... Oh, let me ask you this then. Will the radiation permeate into the normal tiles so that they become irradiated over time? And I guess we should use, like, what? Insulating tiles as opposed to regular ones? I smell some drips. Yeah, but it shouldn't drip through there. It shouldn't drip through there. It's all closed off. It shouldn't drip through there. And I don't see anywhere else where it can actually come from. Because, like I said, this is the only place that actually makes almost like a direct connection. Almost makes like a direct connection. And there's no water up here. It starts right there. Unusual. Here, hold on a second. I'm actually going to hit the pause button there for a second. Texas! Sitting Texas, what are you doing, man? How you been, brother? You doing good? You hanging in there? Steam vent is open, yo? What do you mean? Oh, you talking about, yeah, this area? Absolutely, that's going down into this tank. That's what I want. That's actually my fresh water. I'm actually using this, cool slush geyser to run a cooling loop through this to cool it down before it gets pumped back into this tank, which is our freshwater tank, although it's not fresh anymore. Germs. Damn it. That whole thing. How is this steam vent causing frickin'... What, you're saying like the water vapor comes down, touches this, and then it condensates, then condenses? There's no steam in here. Shoot, it's not even warm enough for the steam to get down there. Kind of strange. So what should I do? If I put a mesh in there, you know, to let the water through, it's not going to make a difference. No, not Crackpot, Texas. No. Sit in Texas. Steam is dumb? Only thing it's gonna... I gotcha. We happen to know somebody from way back. Crackpot, Texas. His 7 Days to Die frickin' streams are dude. So hysterical. Steam is dumb. Well, I mean, you get it to condense, it becomes more water, apparently. I see an opportunity here. There could be an opportunity. Maybe get the air cold enough in here to where it can, like, frickin' condense down into here. Just saying. Might be a thing. Might be a thing. I heard things. Alright, back to the bee's nest at hand. So we've got to ranch the shine bugs. Or shines. Diet is bristleberry, gristleberry, and phosphorite. How are we doing for phosphorite? Do we even have that listed? Nope. Let's take a look. Phosphorite. Yikes. Not so much. Oh gosh, y'all. Freaking tickle. We don't have any bristleberry. At least I don't think so. Let's see what we got for seeds. Those are cooking ingredients. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, seeds. Where are you? Is it last in the line? Yeah. Very, very limited. What in the world? Bliss burst seed? What is this? Pincha! Definitely get ourselves some pincha. Pincha pepper. Chinga. Chinga to pincha. Pincha polacía. Sorry. Last time Josh Action was in here. I don't know. It got me started. That's some acorns. Mealwood. Good God, look at how many seeds we have for mealwood. Holy cow. Oh, I tell you what. I wish you could turn that into freaking like a meal. Petroleum. Wouldn't that be cool if you could like extract the freaking oils out of the mealwood and make petroleum? Or even like crude? That'd be kind of cool. It's been a minute. It has definitely been a minute. So I see you're exactly correct. It's been a minute. Yeah. I happen to end up randomly becoming their killer. Crackpot Texas, and then I saw his name in the lobby. I went over, checked out his stream, and he was live. And so I was like, yeah. Let me see if I can cause a little bit of mayhem. I didn't even think I hit him. I think I just chased him the entire time. I know I did. It was rather funny. It's kind of fun. God dang it. All right. I'm trying to think of a quick fix. I'm trying to think of a quick fix for this. I don't think there is one. All right. All right. I'll tell you what. We're going to let that sit. We're going to wait for... Let's finish up with this project right here. Let's finish up with this project right here and try to figure this out. All right. So what you guys are saying is I need a ranching area, and then I need an egg storage area. And then when the eggs hatch, they'll actually turn into critters that are going to be focused on giving us radiation. So we literally could have the drop off. Okay, so where they are gathered to would be like here, like right behind this. And we got to do a liquid lock to right here. Close the section in, get rid of that. And then it is going to be ranch area. We could do maybe here, like a ranch area here. That would kind of like to be a short movement. Okay. So taking a look at these guys again. Let's see what they got. But we are going to have to provide them food, right? Yeah, it was good times. So I see the good times. That was a minute ago. Okay. Let me ask you this. Let's start here. Let's start here. With the ranch area for the shine bugs. What is needed? Are we going to need a grooming station? I know we're going to need a drop-off point and a feeder, obviously. So we're going to need a drop-off point, a feeder. Are we going to need like a grooming station? Is that the way that's going to work? Drop, groom, feed. Okay, so we got drop, groom, so you do need a grooming station. Okay, okay. All right, I think that's going to be it. Because that way we can actually do a short run. We can do a short run to an area that's right in here. We'll probably end up having to... No, we can kind of leave that where it is. A liquid lock, though. Liquid lock. All right, getting the liquid lock... Okay, maybe that's not going to be too much of a pain in the ass. All right, so let's see. We're going to have to get rid of this. Oops. We're going to have to get rid of this. We're going to have to put in, let's see, what is it? Is it automation? Oh, no, it's where is it? Shipping. Here we go. So we've got shipping. Which we're going to need a conveyor chute right there. Obviously, we're going to need the bridge. And then what does it take to get the rails? Do the rails actually take ore? Yes. Okay, good. I was wondering if that was going to be refined. Copper's actually making a showing. Excellent. Aluminum's not super ugly either. Okay. Okay, so that's got to go. That's got to go. I'm going to work it from this location. I'm going to work it from this location. I think we can do that. I think we can do that. So this is going to have to be the liquid lock. I'm probably going to have to get rid of that. More than likely, just to get construction going, we're going to have to get rid of that. We can add that in later. All right. Come on, let's see if we can do this as it goes along. As we go along. Riding along in my automobile. Actually, we were up to 80,000. Now we're down to 68. And I'm not going to do any research. Not that. Oh, food is decayed. Rip. Maybe we could drop this down a level then. Because that might make it easier for the liquid lock. Now, when I put this pump in, real quick, when I put in the bottle emptier right here, is that going to go drain through this block, or is that going to block that? Is this going to hold up this draining? Matter of fact, we got to check and make sure that we have something we can actually use. I imagine we could probably use either polluted water or just regular water. Maybe we could do both the same thing. We can do two things at one time. All right. I imagine we probably make the area a little bit restrictive. How much of a reach do we get on the, where is it? On the sweeper. That's not accurate. Okay. So that comes down to about right there. Matter of fact, let's do it like this. Let's go ahead and tile this bad boy in. Let's go ahead and tile that bad boy in. That's not going to be too restrictive, is it? And we should be able to get all the items in there. I probably should take this ladder out. Or maybe I'll leave, well, I'm going to leave it in for construction, obviously. Matter of fact, we got to expand it. There they go with the soggy feet again. Okay, so stations, we're going to need... Grooming station. Drop off. And feeders. So we can get that to there. Alright, did they take care of the power? Yes! I can't remember how much the power usage was. $480? That's pretty thick. That is pretty thick. So that's 480, that's 120. I'm not sure about the grooming station. Can't remember if that uses power or not. No, it does not. Uh-oh. Did I catch everybody on frickin' break? What happened? The only question I have is this going to overflow before it connects? I guess we could kind of have liquid down all the way here. That would actually form the lock. Also, we're going to have to figure out a path to get from here to there. I don't want to have to run it all the way down here and all the way around. It'd be a whole lot easier just to go ahead and put a ladder in right there. Screw it. We'll go all the way to the top there. And then... any day. I should be able to get away with it like that. Nice. It's been a minute. It's definitely been a minute since seen Corky. It's definitely been a minute. Ah, you're killing me, dude. You're killing me. Well, seeing as they all freaking, they'll eat the same thing, it should work. It should work. Alright, right. How about consumption? Where does it tell you how much they eat? And look, their diet, well, it's mostly the same. Oh, look. Look at this craziness here. Like, you go make some pepper bread and feed them bad boys that. Really? Stuffed berry? Sure, you're right. Holy cow, look at all these freaking bugs. What? Barbecue. Boy, I tell you what, I hope they're giving off frickin' dude. I was exactly sure what the frick they're giving off. Diamond? You're kidding me. A radiant bug? Critter morph. Holy cow. Look at all these crazy bugs. Dude. Still doesn't tell you how much they eat. Doesn't give you what their consumption rate is. It does not give you the consumption rate. A bit strange. Matter of fact, we probably can get away with actually only one feeder, I'm thinking. The lights are blinking. I'm thinking it's all about when they go out drinking. You guys know where that's from? Oh wait, it can't go there. It's got to go here, doesn't it? All right, at least we can cancel that. I think my setup is a little bit questionable. Okay, that's like, okay, wait a minute. So how are we going to get a liquid lock? Because, I mean, if it comes up into this section right here, we've obviously got to have a clear line of sight. How do you create a liquid lock without frickin' dude? Without, like, making the place, like, covered in water? I mean, I hope I'm doing this correct. Because what? We fill this up with water and then we just put, like a tile into it? And then this is going to have to be... This is actually got to be different then. We got to get rid of all these. Well, we can get rid of all these. And then we're going to have to add in tiles behind. And then a tile right here. Scroll down under diet. Well, oh, okay, no. That tells me what the diet is. Okay? We got the shine bug. We go down into information, and where is... See, diet. Diet tells me what they eat, but it doesn't say how much they eat. It says what they eat, but it doesn't say how much. So, like, you know, per cycle. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. Put it over top of it. 0.2 kilograms per cycle. And I'm guessing that's per insect or per critter. Gotcha. Sorry. Just hover over. Corky says hi. I gave her your hello back. Thank you, Sosie. I got it. Thank you very much, Tom. Thank you. Under diet. Yeah, you just got to hold it over it. Scroll over it. That's the part that I was missing. Hold on a second, y'all. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I heard a text message come through and, all right, y'all. Well, I tell you what, we got to wrap it up. We are going to wrap it up, y'all. We got the folks. We got my folks that are actually coming over. Unexpected. This wasn't planned. And, so I'm going to be hanging out with the folks. You will drown critters and flood your place. I mean, okay. Seeing as though I don't really have access to plastic, and can't do naphtha. We don't have petroleum. Let me ask you this. Why? Why would we have to have a solid thing there? Why can't we put a door right there? What if we put a door right there? Wouldn't that hold them in? I mean, seeing as though we're not going to have to get in there anyway. If we're not going to have to get in there, and if we just put a door right there, would that let the radiation pass through? That should let the radiation pass through, correct? Full tiles of liquid, yeah. Okay, well, as opposed to using a liquid lock, what about a door? What about a door right here, like one of the pneumatic doors? Or what about the machine itself? What about the generator itself? If we had the generator, all right, as opposed to having the pump here. All right, look at it this way. We're going to have to do this real quick, because we'll probably end up doing this next time. If we had the generator sitting right here, all right, let me see if I can get this a little bit more centralized to where you guys can see this, what I'm thinking. If we have the generator sitting right here, can the bugs get through that? Can they cross over that machine? Let's do this one step at a time. Let me do one question at a time. If I were to set this generator up right there, would that work? Probably not. Probably not. I'm kind of guessing not. All right. Just like any other building. Oh, man. That's why you want to do a liquid lock. Because it doesn't count as like... It doesn't count as like being cramped. Which just means it's going to be slow going. That's literally, legitimately what it's going to end up being. It is going to be slow going. All right. First and foremost here, let's do this. Let's go ahead and put this door up. Just so we can just get this guy to stick around. All right. You right there, the grooming station. What are we doing? What's wrong? What's wrong? Out of stable? What the hell does that mean? What does that mean? Stable. Grooming station, 96 max. Minimum 12. You're telling me this is not freaking, oh, that's because the door's not on. Whatever. All right, right, there it goes. Okay. All right. Do a quick pause. Oh, no, Tom, if I ask 100%, yeah, feel free. Feel free. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's only so much I can do. There is only so much that I can do. Trying to figure out the problem, that's why I'm asking questions. That's exactly why I'm asking questions, because I would, you know, this goes back, this planetoid right here goes back to, Bart making the suggestion that we actually work with this one, and I understand why. It wasn't like he was trying to be overly cruel. It's been an interesting road to even get to this point, where I know that we're not out of the woods in terms of, like, you know, sustainability and progress and being able to progress. But one thing I can say is that we are definitely farther along in terms of there not being a huge issue that just all of a sudden crops up. That right there is, that is what has happened to our past 3, 4 colonies. It's just like all of a sudden it just hit the fan. So, needless to say, this is where we're at right now. We actually found space. We actually found the molten area. Still just got to worry about mopping that up. But I think you guys are correct in the fact that this water's probably coming from right there. It probably is condensed steam making its way over. I agree 100%. That's the only place it really could be, to be totally honest. Hot steam making its way down, touching on this and freezing, or condensing. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, as far as the our next major project right here, I think it's going to take some experimentation. I don't think we're going to be able to get this 100% correct right off the bat. Getting the area ranched in, I think that's completely doable. I think that the process of getting the shine bug eggs over to this area is not going to be super difficult. Obviously not. Obviously not. I don't believe a liquid lock is going to be the answer, though. I don't think that's necessarily going to happen. I think God, without having it cramped, though, it's going to have to do something. We're going to have to do something. Okay, it's going to take some research. It is definitely going to take some research and maybe some I don't know, clever, some cleverness. There's going to be some cleverness. We're going to have to do that. That's neither here nor there. Ladies and gentlemen, I do have to get out of here. Like I said, the parents are on the way. I've got the folks coming over, and boop. Here, we'll go back to this. There we go. We got the parents on the way, so I'm going to be spending some time with them. I could very well be coming back, maybe later this evening. This is one of those games that sucked me in. I tell you what, I'll spend 10 hours sitting here and not even think about it. I'm going to be honest with you, and not even think about it. It'll just be like, oh my God, like literally I've been on that long. So, I do love this game. I do enjoy it, and I do enjoy the challenge. If you feel so inclined to drop a follow, please do. To know whether or not I'm coming back tonight, please hit your bell notification. Twitch does seem to be fair in terms of sending out notifications. I'm not completely certain. I don't really get a whole lot of response when it comes to our feedback, when it comes to people saying, oh yeah, I got the notification. So I kind of think that with over like 500 or 600 of them going out, even if we got like 1%, we'd be doing okay. We would be doing okay. But what is this? Yes. I do know how to build a traditional liquid lock. Tom, yes, I do. If you could build a shutoff outside of the room, you could build a pneumatic door conveyor drop above the door. What good would that do? What good would that do? You still want to keep it into a confined area, correct? Or you're saying what, just fill an area with bugs? I tell you what, Tom. Drop me a follow. Hit the bell notification. I'd love to have a more of a discussion about this. It is one thing that, okay, this is one thing that I will say about the encyclopedia that you do have in here, the database that we have in here. It's vague. It literally is vague. Some of the items that, some of the questions that I'm asking, I do not see where it's in game. I literally have to go to outside sources in order to find answers. And usually it comes from the chat. Usually it comes from asking y'all. Do I have Discord? No, I do not. Tom, I do not. I mean, I am in Discord, but I do not have a Discord. No, I do not. Nor will I. There appears to be some individuals that are online that like to take advantage of the fact that in order to run a proper Discord, you have to have it on such lockdown that, frankly, to tell you the truth, I don't have time to frickin' spend trying to make it entertaining in the constraints that are given without frickin' having somebody come in and posting porn. Go fuck themselves. Anyhow, sorry. That happened well before you got here, Tom. It happened a long time ago. It's still, I am gun shy. Agreed, Tom. I understand that that's the idea. Is you take a look at the tools and the best way to use them, but that's the thing about it. I am so new to this that I don't necessarily have, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have a full knowledge of what to use and how to use it when it comes to solving a problem. So we're at a research level now where this is our next level of research. And so I'm trying to work with everything that happened behind here. Sorry, y'all. I'll get talking when I should be going. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for everybody that came back in. As a matter of fact, thank you in for our raid from Break. Thank you for our host from Python. Thank you for our resub coming from DJW. Thank you very much for who? Not completely certain on who that is. 11 hours ago we had a follow from somebody, but I can't read the name. Well, it is what it is. Thank you again for the follows. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you for the helpful advice. Thank you very much to all of y'all coming in and having a conversation, enjoying the content, keep coming back time and time again. It's badass. It's completely badass. But with that being said, hey, used to be, were you lurking again? Finally decided to speak up? Anyhow, I went by and saw used to be yesterday, so kind of guessing that's why he's speaking up today. But it is what it is. GG. Calron, good to see you again. And I look forward to seeing you. Like I said, bell notifications if you haven't done, just in case I get a chance to come back. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to be doing, as far as the fam. More than likely, it's going to be like dinner, conversation, that kind of thing, hanging out, catching up. But it is what it is. Family first, y'all. Y'all know what the list is. Friends and family first, IRL second, Garage Guy Carl third. I've got no problem being number 3 on that list. Take care of your business. What it is 100%. So, much love. Much love. You trying to learn something? I don't know. This might not be the best place to do it. Talk with Tom. Tom knows. I think it's in Texas does too. They're both doing the same thing as not trying to give it away. Just nudge. Making helpful suggestions. But it is what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I shall, like I said, if I'm not going to be back later on tonight, I'll definitely be back tomorrow. So we might actually be doing an IRL tomorrow. I do want to focus on the second space out there in the detached garage. And like I said, right now I'm at a point right where I've got to get garbage out. I think garbage is going to be our step right there. So trying to come up with a staging area, final sort, and then a solution for everything that's actually going to get out of here. But maybe that's not necessarily stream material. We'll see. We'll see. All right, y'all. Peace.